Peace, love, and light to you listening to my voice. Welcome to the Resilient Path where life meets spiritual truth. I am Franny, and this voice-led series is for the bold, the broken, and the becoming. On this path, we turn struggle into strength, pain into purpose, wounds into wisdom, tears into testimony, and confusion into clarity. We walk in truth, we speak with love, and we acknowledge, honor, and serve the Spirit of God. After the knowledge, the curse of choice. Today's message is part 4, the curse that echoes. One man's shame, one careless moment, a curse that would echo through generations. Let me give you a final take on Noah and Ham. Some things echo long after the moment passes. Some wounds do not just affect the person, they affect the bloodline. That is what we see with Noah and his son Ham. After the flood, we know Noah got drunk, a righteous man, out of character, but he exposed himself and his son saw it. Ham saw his father in a vulnerable state and told his brothers. The Bible does not tell us why he told his brothers, whether it was shock, confusion, or something else, but his response was different than theirs. Shem and Japheth moved carefully to preserve their father's dignity. And while we do not know Ham's intent, we do know this moment became part of a larger consequence that affected generations. When Noah woke up, something in him shifted. Maybe it was shame, maybe guilt, maybe anger at being exposed. But instead of rebuking Ham, he cursed Ham's son, Canaan. Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be to his brothers. That is the moment, one drunken night, one dishonoring act, and a generational curse was spoken. This is heavy. Why Canaan? Why his grandson? That is the question. But here's the truth. Sometimes what you do affects the next generation. Sometimes it is not just about what was done, it is about what gets passed down. Words spoken in pain, trauma that becomes tradition, reactions that become strongholds. Some of us are still battling the curse someone else spoke, still walking through the consequences of what a father or mother did, still carrying shame that was never ours to hold. But hear this. Just because a curse was spoken does not mean you have to carry it. God did not curse Canaan, nor did. And God is the one with the final word. Let this part of the story remind us, even the righteous can curse in haste. Even a man who found favor can speak out of brokenness. And even if your bloodline is marked by pain, God still sees you. This curse echoes through time, and many today still link it to division, racism, and power struggles. But God is not the author of confusion. He is the author of redemption. Do not curse your children in a moment of shame or anger. Do not destroy your legacy because of one emotional decision. And do not carry what someone else projected onto you. Choose differently. Bless your house. Break the echo. Speak life. Because no matter how deep the curse goes, God's mercy goes deeper. And he passed in front of Moses, proclaiming, the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, maintaining love to thousands, and forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin. Yet he does not leave the guilty unpunished. He punishes the children and their children for the sin of the parents to the third and fourth generation. Exodus 34, 6 through 7. Now let us go even deeper. God told Moses who he is: gracious, compassionate, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness. He forgives rebellion and sin. But he also said this: yet he does not leave the guilty unpunished. He punishes the children and their children for the sins of the parents to the third and the fourth generation. At first, that may sound harsh. Why should children suffer for something they did not do? But here's what I have come to understand. It is not that God is unfair. It is that sin does not disappear when we pretend it is over. Sin is like a spiritual disease. It infects what we pass down if it is never confronted or healed. Unrepented guilt does not just end, it echoes. And God, being just, will not ignore the damage it causes. Noah cursed Canaan, not because God told him to, but because Noah, in a moment of shame and emotion, spoke a curse that had consequences. And that curse echoes, just like unhealed trauma still echoes in families today. But the God who warned us about generational curses is the same God who gave us the power to break them. So if you have ever asked, why am I dealing with this pain if I did not cause it? The answer may be because someone before you did, and God chose you to end it. You are the turning point. You are the breaker of chains. You are the voice that speaks blessing where there was once a curse. So choose life. Choose to repent. Choose to bless. Choose to forgive, even if the pain was not yours to begin with. Because while sin echoes, mercy thunders louder, and God still has the final say. Once again, this is The Resilient Path with Friend E. May your spirit stay strong, your mind stay clear, and your heart stay open. Peace, light, and love.